back, everybody, to the Chronicles of Teonce Pierre. This is episode number 3. Last episode, Teonce played his first high school game, getting a win over Mayfair, and he played really well. And after the game, he got a text from LeBron James. LeBron saying he was very impressed with him. He's going to be at the game against Sierra Canyon soon, and he's giving Teonce a little bit of an opportunity. What is that opportunity exactly? Well, LeBron is challenging Teonce to score 20 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds on at least 50% shooting. If Teonce completes it, then he gets to go courtside to a Laker game at the Staples Center. A lot at stake for Teonce, but the first game of the day is not the Sierra Canyon game. Teonce's first game of the episode, Prolific Prep, will be taking on McCure Maker, the Howard commit, and the Hillcrest Prep Bruins. This team is not as good as Sierra Canyon, but obviously Prolific Prep cannot take these guys lightly as Teonce Pierre, the acrobatic layup. Pierre now for 3. Green Bean Machine. Nice start for Teonce. He quickly has 5 points, but this Hillcrest Prep team is very good. There's Terry with the dunk, 15-12. We're going to try to get through this game fairly quickly as the main event is the Sierra Canyon game. There's McCure Maker, Thon Maker's little cousin, with the dunk. 21-13 now. We're nearly at halftime. Prolific Prep has scored 13 points. Not pretty. There's a 3-ball for the Bruins. They are now up by double digits. And Prolific Prep really not playing good basketball up to this point. Edwards now with it. Tight defense for Jalen Green. It has been a rough day for Jalen Green. Nice steal by Namari Burnett. Burnett gonna lob it for Teonce Pierre going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Namari hasn't played too well in this game himself, but there is some nice chemistry between Teonce Pierre and Namari Burnett, which is good to see. 24-15 now as inside is, I don't know how to say that name, Nagangara? I don't know. As Teonce Pierre with it at the top of the key, nearly loses it. Hawkins gets it back over to Frank Anselm for the slam, and now to end the first half. Can Prolific Prep get a quick bucket? The answer is no, as Jalen Green's shot is blocked. 26-17 would be the score as we now advance to half number 2. Not a great start, obviously, for Prolific Prep. Maybe they can play a little bit better here in the second half. Coleman Hawkins with it. Going to get it to the cutting Teonce. Inside for Anselm, who slams it home on the defender. 28-19 now. This time for Coleman Hawkins, the Illinois commit. He gets the two-handed dunk to go in. Nice pair of assists for Teonce Pierre. Hillcrest Prep with a nice slam, however, as it is now 32-22. Inside, there is McCure Maker with the nice dunk. Frank Anselm has no answer for him on that play. 22-34 now. Jalen Green over to Teonce. Teonce heaves up a prayer, and it goes in. Nice bucket for Teonce Pierre. Late in the third, McCure Maker misses the shot. However, the Bruins get it back. There's Keon Edwards, I believe. I think his name is Keon Edwards, for 3. And now to end the third quarter, Jalen Green actually makes the shot. I believe that's Jalen Green's first field goal of the game. It's been a rough one for Jalen Green, to say the least. His shot selection, even though a lot of his bricks have not been in the video, they've been all edited out because he has had some absolute bricks. Jalen Green could probably build a house with all the bricks he's had. Here's Teonce Pierre, however, for 3. Actually, that's a long 2, my bad. 32-43. Nice slam for Hillcrest. Bad defense from Pierre. 15-point game with about 3 minutes to go. Not looking good for Prolific. Maybe Teonce can start a comeback as he slams it down, getting the and 1. Maker is the one with the foul. Now 34-47. Quick bucket for Edwards is no good. Teonce Pierre on the fast break. And he's going to get a subtle dunk, as it is now 36-47. Another play from Pierre where he is hustling back on offense, or as one would say, cherry-picking for the dunk. Pierre now with 18 points, as once again, nice defense for Prolific Prep. Here is Pierre running the break. Can he get another dunk? Yes, he does! That looks like a 720 in the air. Got to look at that one again. Was it a 540, a 720? That legitimately might have been a 720. 47-40. Prolific Prep is not out of it. Teonce Pierre with half of his team's points. That is impressive for his sake, but it also goes to show how bad the rest of the team is. Nice dunk for Hillcrest. 42-49. late in the fourth quarter as Hillcrest almost loses it. Terry with it, short pass over to his man. He gets it over to Mike Foster. Tight defense from Hawkins. Over to Terry, who's blocked by Anselm. Here's Pierre now all alone on the break. He tries to go off the glass and does not get the dunk. Misses the layup, gets his own board. Teonce now going to try to set up a play or try to drive inside. Pierre instead passes it to Jalen Green. Back to Pierre. Heaves up a bomb, and it is no good. Anselm with the board. He misses it. That might have been the worst display of offense I've ever seen in my life. Still a 7-point game. However, Hillcrest misses it. This one's not over. Pierre with the powerful dunk, and it is now a 5-point game, 42-49. Tomahawk, powerful slam. Now it's 46-51. Quick three from Teonce Pierre, rims out. That's how this game would end, and Prolific Prep loses their first game of the season by a final score of 46-52. You cannot blame Teonce Pierre for the loss, as the rest of the team was really, really, really bad. I don't know if I can emphasize that enough. Looking at the box score, nobody really dominated for Hillcrest. Everybody was just good, but not great. McCord Maker led with 13 points, but they definitely shared the wealth. Teonce with 24 points. Now, the rest of the team, they waited until the shot clock was nearly at zero and just hurled up bricks. That's literally all they did. Teonce had to take so many shots because he's the only one with any sort of IQ. Jalen Green, he has the IQ of a squirrel. Yeah, Jalen Green was chucking up bricks all day. Anselm was not much better. Hawkins was not much better. Namari Burnett was not impressive. So really the rest of the team outside of Teonce Pierre was really, really bad. But now it is time for the game that we've all been waiting for, the Sierra Canyon game. Sierra Canyon, one of the top teams in the nation, certainly on paper. I mean, 2 5-star recruits, a 5-star sophomore. Oh yeah, they also have LeBron James Jr. and Zaire Wade. So a lot of big names, a lot of talent on this team. The main names to watch are B.J. Boston and Zaire Williams. They are 2 5-stars. Amari Bailey is a 5-star in the class of 2022. And Prolific Prep does have Teonce guarding Bronny James, which should be fun. And indeed, LeBron is sitting courtside for this one. He is watching this one, so that should be fun. LeBron talking to the female next to him. LeBron is married, though. I don't know what that's about. Zaire Williams is blocked. Nice play by Coleman Hawkins. That's how you start a game defensively. Pierre now with the drive. Going to pass it for the open. Jalen Green, and he makes it. Green not chucking up bricks to start this game off. Here's Bronny James, however, with a quick dunk. Bad defense by Teonce Pierre. As good as Pierre's been offensively so far this year, his defense has been questionable. Pierre now over to Anselm behind the back. Here's Jalen Green launching up bricks. See what I mean? Now this time it actually goes in somehow. I don't know how he made that, but he did. 9-2, hot start for Prolific Prep. Here's B.J. Boston, the Kentucky commit from deep. Boston is the number 4 player in the entire class. Teonce was trying to dunk on that fool. Instead, he will have to have Frank Anselm get the layup in. Now this game is tied up at 17. Sierra Canyon starting to play a little bit better. Teonce Pierre inside for Anselm, who misses it. Gets his own board over to Pierre. Wide open for 3, and he makes it. Teonce Pierre for 3. 17-20. Pierre now steals it from Bronny James. Pierre going up from a reverse kind of half windmill. Excellent dunk by Teonce Pierre. Two-handed windmill reverse. I don't know how to describe that. 17-22 now. Here's Bronny James absolutely toying with Teonce Pierre, taking him to school and making sure Teonce learns a lesson. 19-22 now. Burnett over to Hawkins, who is no good. Pierre with the board and the putback. Teonce Pierre now with 9 points. He is playing well here in the first quarter. Boston going to pass it out for Zaire Williams. He gets the 3 to go in. 22-24. Very high scoring first quarter after the previous game against Hillcrest, It was very low scoring. Now on to the second. Teonce Pierre going to open things up with a nice dunk. Take a look at this one on the replay once again. One-handed. Simple finish. We've seen crazier dunks from him, but still not too shabby. As there's a nice block for prolific prep. Pierre with the lob for Jalen Green. Excellent play right there. Phenomenal pass from Pierre, who I believe is already at 4 assists. Green with the throwdown. 28 apiece now. Teonce Pierre pump fakes over to Anselm. And Teonce Pierre is already at 5 assists. So he's met that part of LeBron's benchmark. Pierre now with the 360 layup. Showing off that Hall of Fame acrobat badge. There's a nice dunk for Sierra Canyon. I believe that's Taryn Frank who makes the play, the TCU commit. Coleman Hawkins now no good. Pierre with another rebound. Can he get the putback? Yes, he does. Teonce now with 15, 5, and 3. We're still in the first half, by the way. As Amari Bailey now with it. He gets the layup to go in. Sierra Canyon is really staying in here with prolific prep. It's only a 1-point lead for prep as Zaire Williams misses the layup. Here is Pierre going fast on the break. Teonce Pierre, what a dunk. That one, he gets some style points for behind the back, 360. That was pretty nice. To end the first half, Bronny James misses it. And that'll do it for half number 1. Very high-scoring first half here of high school basketball. 41-37, prolific prep leads Teonce Pierre with a great start to this one. He currently is 17, 5, and 3. He should easily beat LeBron's benchmark. It's only a matter of if he shoots at least 50%. Now on to the second half. Prolific prep trying to start hot. Pierre could have taken the 3 and said he's going to try to drive inside. And he puts that young man on a poster. Another nice slam for Teonce Pierre as he dunks on Zaire Williams, the Stanford commit. 37-43 now inside for LeBron James Jr. Bronny James with the nice play. 41-43 now. Pierre pump fake over to Anselm. Anselm, nice layup. Nice defense from Zaire Williams, but Anselm still makes it. 45-41 now. Bronny James trying to go inside. He's going to get it for Taryn Frank, and Frank will get the long 2. Once again, bad defense from Pierre. There is Amari Bailey now, more wide open. Venom McDonald's drive-through at 5 o'clock in the morning. Connecting from deep. Bronny James now with his 3rd dunk of the game. Sierra Canyon now up by 1. Bronny this time for the layup. Bronny James has really played well in this game. 52-49. Here's Pierre off the catch, or off the inbound. No good. There's Hawkins with the rebound over to Jalen Green, who gets his 3rd 3 of the day. Amari Bailey loses it. Stolen by Jalen Green. And Jalen Green with the windmill. He's going to have some fun here in the dunk show. Could have lobbed it for Pierre, but windmill is acceptable as well. 58-54 now. The Trailblazers are up as Jalen Green steals it. Here is Teonce Pierre. He's wide open for 3. He's going to take it, and he's going to make it. Teonce Pierre for 3 now with 22 points. As the Trailblazers do get a late bucket at the end of the 3rd. That's B.J. Boston. And the Sierra Canyon Trailblazers now lead at 61-57 as we advance to the 4th and final quarter of play. Zaire Williams misses the layup. Nice defense by Pierre. Namari Burnett with the rebound. Pierre, open lane, and Teonce Pierre again with a nice slam. Teonce Pierre has turned this game into a dunk contest. I mean, he's been slamming everything with absolute ease. There's Amari Bailey with the layup, 63-61. Teonce Pierre trying to go on the inbound. Instead, it's caught by Hawkins over to Namari Burnett. Burnett with the lob for Anselm, and the teammates are having some fun. 65 apiece now. Bronny James loses it. Pierre with the steal, gonna take it the distance. Teonce Pierre with the slam. It's now 65-67. Pierre with a career-high 28 points, along with 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Here's Amari Bailey with the floater off the glass. Nice little sweet touch, 71-69. Now, Zaire Williams with the slam. Sierra Canyon kind of pulling away. They're only up by 4. Taryn Frank misses the layup. Nice defense from Anselm. Here's prolific prep on the break. Jalen Green over to Pierre. Pierre still with 28 points. Gets the screen from Hawkins. Got to pass it out for Jalen Green for 3, and he got it. Jalen Green could not make a shot against Hillcrest, and now he's making everything against Sierra Canyon. 2-minute warning, 73-72. Bronny James at the top of the key. Tight defense from Pierre. Over to Frank, over to Williams. The Sierra Canyon Trailblazers playing hot potato. There's a beautiful block by Coleman Hawkins. Here comes the Prolific Prep on the break. Anselm with the layup. And it is now 73-74. Prolific Prep leads it by 1. Boston, guarded by Jalen Green. Trying to go inside. Going to get it to Bronny James for 3, and he got it. Pierre had a hand in his face, but the freshman connects from deep. 76-74 now. Sierra Canyon leads it by 2. Here is Teonce Pierre. He's going to try to take this game into his own hands. Pierre inside for Anselm. He is stuck with it. Over to Hawkins, to Pierre, who heaves up a prayer, and it goes in. Teonce Pierre gives Prolific Prep the lead. Now it's 78-77. Sierra Canyon is back on top after a pair of free throws with about 40 seconds to go. Anselm with it. He's going to get it to Teonce Pierre. Pierre going to try to drive inside. Step back for the lead, and it's no good. Rebounded by Sierra Canyon. We might see the foul game as Teonce Pierre does foul Taryn Frank. Frank would proceed to make 1 of 2 free throws. It's now 79-77. Prolific Prep can hold, but instead, Teonce's just going to drive it in himself. He gets the layup. This game is tied at 79, and now Prolific Prep needs a stop. BJ Boston with it. Boston on the screen for 3. No good. Rebounded by Anselm, who heaves up a full quarter. It almost goes in, but it does not. And we are going to overtime. Tied at 79. OT time, only a 4-minute period. Teonce still has 4 rebounds, by the way, so this overtime actually could help him get those tickets to the Laker game as Jalen Green steals it. Teonce Pierre with it. Pierre, he's going to slam it in. LeVar Ball once said stay in your lane, but there was nobody in that lane. 81 apiece now with 3 minutes to go. Hawkins trying to bully his way for a bucket. He's unsuccessful. Anselm gets it back and gets the putback. Now it is 83-81. Here's the big fella, Harold Yu. He's 7'3". Teonce has no chance guarding him. Easy bucket for Yu. And now it is 83 apiece. Jalen Green trying to lob it for Anselm. He is unsuccessful. Here comes Sierra Canyon on the break. Amari Bailey with it. Nice block for Teonce Pierre. Here comes Prolific Prep. Burnett over to Pierre inside. And Teonce is fouled by Amari Bailey. Big free throws for Teonce Pierre. Teonce got MVP chance, by the way, from the crowd when he was at the line. As Pierre makes the first one, the second one is also good. And Prolific Prep leads it by 2 with a little bit over a minute to play. Well, now it's actually tied at 85. This could be a big opportunity for Pierre to get another clutch bucket. Inside, the layup, despite all the contact, does go in. And it's now 85-87. With a minute to play. Boston inside gets the layup, and we are now tied at 87. Well, now it's 87-88. Namari Burnett just went 1 for 2 from the free throw line as Prolific Prep gets the block. Here's Teonce Pierre on the break. He makes the layup, and now it is a 3-point lead for Prolific Prep. Under 30 seconds to play. Boston. He is blocked. However, Harold Yu is there for the putback, and it's now 89-90. Namari Burnett would go 1 for 2 from the free throw line again. As Bronny James with the slam, and we are now tied at 91 with 16.9 seconds left. Teonce with the ball. And you know what? Teonce is going to put this game in his own hands. Pierre for the layup. It's good. With 0.5 seconds to play, Teonce Pierre. This kid has ice in his frickin' veins. LeBron is on his feet. Even though it causes his team to lose, he's still pretty excited. The full court shot from Boston is off the mark. And Prolific Prep wins an absolute dogfight, 93-91. Teonce Pierre finished with 41 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds on 50% plus shooting. Now, LeBron said he needed 5 rebounds, but I think LeBron's going to make an unspoken exception. Teonce was cooking in this game. What a performance from Pierre. Jalen Green played a lot better. Anselm played a lot better. Burnett was kind of underwhelming again. Hawkins was fine. But Sierra Canyon, this is a really good team. BJ Boston was their top scorer. Bronny James was super efficient. Zaire Williams played well. Amari Bailey was good. Harold Yu was a problem inside. So LeBron would give Teonce a text message after the game, pretty much congratulating him on that performance. He said, "Wow, I'm in awe of that performance. Sorry I couldn't catch up with you after the game, but you're a legit talent. See you in the league one day, champ." So Teonce says that he appreciates the love from LeBron, but then he tells LeBron rather than going to the game, he would rather get some extra shots up in the gym and let some younger children in the Southern California area go to the game, which is a very selfless thing of Teonce Pierre to do. It also just shows a commitment to his work ethic. Once Teonce closed out of that message from LeBron, he noticed that he got a bunch of texts from some of the top college basketball coaches in the nation, including John Calipari, Bill Self, Chris Beard, Bruce Pearl, Mike Krzyzewski, Juwan Howard, Tom Izzo, and Bruce Weber. I mean, these are some of the top coaches who coach some of the top teams. John Calipari with Kentucky, Bill Self with Kansas, Coach K with Duke. So there are a lot of big-time programs not only starting to notice Teonce, but also starting to become interested in him. So who's going to start to offer Teonce some scholarships? What's Teonce Pierre's new ranking going to look like? Find out next episode on the Chronicles of Teonce Pierre. Have a good one, everybody.